Hi, welcome to another episode of the Home Show, coming to you from Easter Sunday. So this is a special edition. I have got a fabulous breakfast planned for my children, and they are anxiously awaiting it. They're not the least bit hungry. Perfect time for breakfast. I mean, it's early for sure. Gonna crack a few eggs, and I like to crack an egg this way. You could throw it on the floor and try to scoop it up, but I don't think that's the best way. So, and see, now that's how you crack an egg.
I'll be back in an hour.
So once again, I'm really big about this, but you've got to put your whole wrist into this, okay? Actually, just put your obliques into it. I'm making pumpkin French toast. I grew it, starting off with a seed. I watered it. I nurtured it. I harvested it. I've now cut it up, and I put it in a beautiful can just for you. All right, so just gonna put a few of these in here. 3 eggs, so I'm gonna put, normally people would say 3 to 3. I'm like more of a 3 to whatever looks good.
I'm hungry.
It's okay. All right, I started to hear I'm hungry in the background, but that's okay. It makes sort of a mixture like that. Once again, putting those obliques into it. I suggest you hold your stomach in as you do it because it's almost like an extra sit-up. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do it one more. 5. Always prefer using a clean pan, but if you're in a pinch, dirty will do. Oh dear. Time to buy the new Sam. All right. I'm going to turn it up. Now follow me as I go to the refrigerator. Butter is still inside. Okay? Now, if you want to put your French toast in the bread like I just did, I think it's always okay. So, there's a little bit of, that's the reason I did that, is so I could taste it before I let my children have it. And it's good. Even I've got the skillet, whatever that thing is that I'm looking at, hot. If you scrape the pan like I just did, you're gonna make marks on your pan. A lot of you don't care, but in quarantine you can't as easily buy new pans, so I suggest you not making that scraping noise, which is a little bit like nails on a chalkboard. And I'm going to do a little bit more cinnamon. Now I'm watching my pan closely. See how closely I'm watching it? But I don't really suggest that because if it was hot butter, this is also a show about what not to do. Okay? So I don't have to tell you everything to do and not do. You can watch and figure that out for yourself. Sometimes cooking is, people do it and they're so good you don't think that you can do it. But it's not like that with me. So I feel like after you watch my shows, you have a lot of confidence that you too can do this, maybe even better than me. Barely put it in there, all right? Get the thing up high and hear that crackling. Of course you can't hear it because you're not right up close to it, but trust me, it's crackling. I missed a spot, so I'm going to kind of take my fork and do that. Ah, the crackling of French toast. Okay, since I licked my hands and we're in quarantine, I'm going to wash them. Okay. All right. You really want to get it solid on this side. If you don't, it's just going to mush out. Because this is heavier because it's got all the pumpkin on it. So really, and this is when a spatula comes in. I know a lot of you think, why do they even have spatulas in the kitchen? Because you don't really see a need for it. This is when you use a spatula. You do a peek test, okay? A peek test is when you look, but you look just a little bit. So it's a peek test. You just peek at it and you go, not ready. Good thing I peek tested it. Oh no, we're about out of eggs. This is not a good scene. Okay, but we're in quarantine, so that's to be expected. And also, I told my husband yesterday we needed eggs, and he didn't listen to me. That too is to be expected. Okay, now I hear it. It has a different pop to it. It's kind of a pop. Pop. I'm going to do another peep test. Ah, that's good. That's really good. All right. Hear that?
Yes.
You hear it? She hears it. She's excited. Okay, since cooking is not an exact science, at least the way I do it, let's take a vote in the room here. Who thinks I should turn it and who thinks I should just let it burn?
Turn it.
It's unanimous. We're going to turn it. I cannot tell you how important the flip is, okay? All right, it's definitely time to flip because that's when you know that I've been on that side. Oh, and it's beautiful, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Whew, that's nice. All right, I'm going to turn the smoke alarm off and I'll be right back. I know you don't believe this, but we have a really extremely sensitive smoke alarm. So I like to use my husband's 2-iron to turn it off.
Something's burning.
So a smoke alarm and a 2-iron covered. All right, so when the smoke comes up and there's no more sizzle, it's done. But I want you to look at that beautiful French toast. And
That's burned?
it's not burned. That is beautiful. Okay, that was your lesson today in how to make pumpkin French toast on Easter Sunday in quarantine. Happy eating.